So today we're gonna be in search of warmer water. I'm gonna try to head up the rivers and creeks. We're gonna head for Jenkins first, and we're just gonna be sight casting for redfish all day. Really, see what we can pull out. Maybe some trout laying around in there because water's been getting real cold, so they've been moving inshore a lot. Hopefully, we'll catch them. Well, I'm gonna get set up first. So here, just got a 1 ounce, or half ounce jig head. We're gonna hook some gulp to it, and we're gonna see what happens. So we picked up some new gear the last episode, and today we're using one of my new poles. Well, 2 of the new poles, 1 of the new reels. Set myself up. I got 30-pound tests. Leader on a 20 pound braided, and we're just gonna go with the white gulp today, and I brought those squid. We're gonna try a little bit of that. We're just gonna sight fish and see what we can't get to hook, you know. One of the things I want to talk about too is how to hook. Today we got the gulp shrimp, the white gulp. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at the belly, and at the belly there's this point right here. So I'm gonna run this hook through, and I'm going to pull it all the way down to that belly there. Oh, missed it. There we go. And then from there, I'm going to push it all the way up onto this jig head. And that's what she looks like. Oh, and I might have fucked myself today. What we're doing today is we're just doing a bit of sight fishing, trying to figure out where they are, where they're heading. We've had a few days with some really crazy weather, so it's pretty much anybody's guess of where they are. So we just go with what we know. We know they like warm water. We know that they like to be around stuff that they can eat easily. We know that they like structure. So we're gonna look for those places today. We're just gonna try to troll up the channel and fish these edges here, see if we can't get anything moving, or we might even fish the middle into the grass for some trout because they like that deeper water. So we're just gonna zigzag up through here and see what we can't find. It's exploratory day for exploring. See these little cuts back into the mangroves. So those are like places that they like to lay. So we're gonna try to get it toward the grass. A little bit off the grass, and then when we have just mangroves like we do right over here, we're going to try to get it tight into the mangroves, because what they do is they get back into those mangroves and they hide in there and they hang out in there. So you want to try to like entice them to the front of it. So you want to cast close to the mangroves but away from the grass, and you go away from the grass because you're going to get hung up. Fish. Come on, fish, 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 fish. That's the fish call. You always want to be looking what's under you, what's around you, stuff like that, because you can think that you're on a hard bottom, all of a sudden you look down and it's nothing but grass and mud, which does make a difference as to what you're able to catch. Plus, if you're trying to learn an area, it's better to go easy, troll, idle, look at where you're going, look at what's around you, know that you're on hard bottom, and then that's how you learn the areas. That's how you learn where the fish are. Just fish in your own hometown area, but paying attention to everything that's going on. What's going on under the water as well as what's going on top of the water. And just being out there and learning and experiencing is the best thing that you can do. Just stay at it, So we're just scanning, we're looking to see any kind of bait fish jumping, anything moving, grass going. We're listening, maybe they're in the mangroves. A lot of times you'll hear them flopping around in the mangroves. That's where they're feeding. So that's what we're doing today. We're looking, we're listening, we're keeping track of where we are and what we're doing. And we're just trying to make educated guesses as to where the next spot's going to be. As soon as we get up around this corner, If we don't catch nothing, I'm probably gonna pull the trolling motor, run us upriver a bit, and then we'll float back down and we'll troll back down with the current. Normally when you're trolling, you want to go with the current. You don't want to go against it because it just burns the troller motor out too quick. You know, burns the battery out too quick. You're working too hard. So we're looking at corners like this where you have a lot of the roots sticking out. Like I said, they like to get back in there, especially snook and stuff. And now you see that the grass is kind of coming out. A lot of bait fish will be back in there, and that's where they're going, where the bait's going. So, you know, helpful temp. I don't know what number are we up to, 600 and some odd. Helpful tip, hints and tips. So we just left the mouth of the river and we ran up a bit. Now we're just gonna go with the current and the breeze and just slowly drift down through. It's nice and narrow here where we are at, so we're just gonna be able to hit both sides of the bank. I'm gonna switch lures to the old trusty faithful Yozuri and see what we can't get. So when you're jigging, you wanna when I watch you on that pole there, you wanna snap, 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 and you can see how when I bang it, my pole rattles. That's a good bang, because that's what that lure is doing on the other end. It's rattling, and I'm loose on it. You know, my hands are very loose on it because once you get it, the less pressure that you're putting on it, the more natural that lure can act. And when you get that lure to act just right, that's when you really entice them to bite. We're gonna try to get back in this little hole here. So it's shallow in there where I just cast, so I'm keeping the tip of the pole up. And that pulls the lure back up top. Even though the lure naturally wants to go down, I keep pulling it back up to the top. So that as you get into deeper water, you can change and you can drop your tip down. And now we're pulling with the boat. So I'm gonna slow my whole reel down and still maintain the same illusion that lure is trying to make. So there's a lot of different aspects that go into making that lure look as enticing as possible. And you also got to watch out where you're going before you end up in the weeds. Just don't see anything moving. There's nothing really jumping. Don't really hear any action going on. Sometimes it's hard fishing by yourself and running a troller and fishing and all that other happy crap. Once you get used to it, it's not bad. The main thing about fishing, and I don't care, it's the best advice you can give, just don't get discouraged, you know? I mean, there's a lot of aspects about fishing that are discouraging, but when you're feeling discouraged, you gotta look at what's around you. This beautiful scenery, this beautiful blue sky right now, wonderful weather, light breeze, no bugs. I mean, this is prime time fishing. Even though the bite isn't really on, but you can still find things that are enjoyable about it and really want to drag you out the house to get to do it. And that's what fishing's really about, is just getting that time and just enjoying something other than the hustle and bustle of everyday life. We haven't run into jack or ladyfish or anything I expected to be in here. We're moving deep into the rivers, up into the canals and stuff now. We're gonna be fishing, basically people's backyards. When you're doing stuff like that, you want to really be considerate of others. You know, you don't want to get too close to them. If they have a problem, I'm sorry, move along. You know, like conkers and stuff, but you know, still the waterways are open. You're fishing. You have a right. Just don't be a dick. You know, that's the big lesson of the day. Don't be a dick. All right, now we're starting to see some stuff. Starting to see some bait fish running. That's always a good sign. You got schools of mullet around. So it just dawned on me as I was reeling in the last one there. I got a bright yellow line on a really short leader. If I can see it, they can see it. So I switched to the other pole, had a longer leader and a darker line. So we'll see if that doesn't help. Just another thing to pay attention. I mean, if you can see it, they can. Chances are they can see it. It's the glasses that were messing me up on my casting, but it's not. I'll just put them right back on. Stuff like that really pisses me off. That's the bad part about fishing. If you're gonna break your line off, I mean, do the best you can to get it back, because you end up like animals like that. Got a hook in his mouth, and you got line wrapped around them. You can't get that off. The animal's gonna die. That's just irresponsible fishing. And if you do that stuff, just stop, because it's bad for nature, man. All right, hang on. Just let me tire him out here. Just let me tire him out. He's a fucking good size one. Disappointment, man. Disappointment. I thought I had him good. Damn, that was a nice snook. I hope you got good footage of that.
How's everything going there?
That's going good. Nice, beautiful day.
Yeah. Supposed to freeze tomorrow, Monday.
Yeah.
37.
I know, that's why we're out here today, trying to get a good day in the water.
So you going for mullet right now?
No, I'm actually fishing for snook right now.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Caught a nice one on the next canal over, but wasn't able to get it in the boat. You know, it happens. Little snook. A little one. That was about a quarter the size of the one we had on. You know, they're kind of like, they're big predators. Again, to me, they're like big bass. I pulled him right out of here. I'm shooting out from underneath the dock here. So they like cover. They like concealment. They like darker water. They blend in. They hide. So that's where you fish for them.
All right, catch anything?
Yeah, caught a couple snooks so far.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Any keepers?
Yeah, if it was in season.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
If it was in season, we had one. We got about like that.
Yeah.
I just caught a little one right there in the corner.
Yeah, there's a lot of those in there.
Yeah.
I do good is right out at the very end of the channel here, when you
Yep.
go out, there's a hole right in there that you pull one out once in a while.
Yeah, that's we fished our way in, so we're gonna do
yeah.
this loop and then head out.
Right, the rig you got there for a motor.
Yeah, that's surface drive. I can run in literally inches of water.
Yeah.
I run out through the flats. I'm doing between 24 and 25 miles an hour.
Wait.
Don't need to go much faster than that.
No.
Running that skinny, you know.
Yeah. No, this boat don't go a whole lot faster than that.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, be sure to check it out. You know,
I will.
subscribe,
Sea
like
Leg.
it.
Yep. Definitely will.
Then you can start telling everybody you met Sea Leg.
There you go.
Have a good day. So we spent the majority of the day hunting for them, trying to find them. We got all the way up into the canals and we started finding them up there. Unfortunately, I had things to do, so we're running out of time for the day. I'd love to stay out here and just really try to hit every little nook and cranny of these back canals where it's warmer and deeper and better for them. So, but that's fishing. You can do it when you can do it. Sometimes life takes over, you know. But we had a good time. We almost landed a real nice snook, man. That was a beauty. It was definitely a keeper. But we did land a little one. So it wasn't a complete skunk day. We didn't get skunked. We at least caught something. So listen, like, subscribe, click all the little buttons on the bottom you can. Comment if you'd like. Leave me a comment below if there's something that you'd like to see me do or explain better from this video. I'd be more than happy to take the time to do that for you. So find me on Facebook, Adventures of Sea Leg, and stay tuned for the next one. We'll see you again.